Everyone, welcome back to another part of our AI 102 question series. So, without any further delay, let's get started. So, we have already done till question number 70, and we have already seen the question number 71. Many of you have answered in the previous videos comment. So, let's discuss about it. So, your company wants to reduce how long it takes for employee to log receipt in expense report. Okay, so we like basically we need to do something, I guess, from the receipt models. All the receipt are in English. Okay, that's great. You need to extract top level information from receipt such as vendor and transaction total. Okay. The solution must minimize development effort. Okay. So that means you don't need to do any custom thing, or you don't need to build model from scratch. You have to use pre-built Azure services. Okay. Which Azure service should you go? So first is custom vision. So does custom vision will help us? As we have already discussed, we have to minimize the development effort. So custom vision, where we are utilizing custom models to do our task. Basically, custom vision can extract the do the object detection and do the image classification. But specifically to extract information from receipt, it is not suitable, and also it will not minimize the development effort. So this is not going to be my answer. Second is personalizer. So personalizer is a Azure service. So means that is satisfying this condition, but it is used to deliver the personalized content or personalized experience to user. Okay, it uses this machine learning to determine okay what content should be shown to you. Just like on YouTube, whenever you watch any video, so relevant video will be shown to you, and you can automatically see on your feed. Similarly, for the Netflix, on Amazon also, you will see like more whatever you have put into the card or whatever products you have seen, so it will give you more personalized results on your feed. Okay, so this is what personalizer do, but here we want to extract information from receipt, so personalizer is not going to be my choice. Next is form recognizer. So form recognizer is a old name. It like the new service name for this is document intelligence. Okay, so same question can be come up, and but here instead of form recognizer, like document intelligence can be written as a service, Azure AI document intelligence. But they all do the same service, but just Azure keep changing its services name, so it's very irregular with their names. But it basically used to extract information from documents, and it also has a pre-built receipt model which is specifically used to extract information from receipt, and it will also minimize the development effort as it is a pre-built Azure service. So this is perfect for us, and it can extract information, these like vendor details, transaction totals, and making it totally ideal for our conditions. Okay, so form recognizer is my answer. Last is computer vision. So it can also extract text from images, do the OCR recognition, but it is not as specialized as form recognizer. Okay, which can extract these structured data from forms and receipts. Because and also this computer vision required more development effort to process and extract information compared to what we when we utilize these pre-built receipt models. Okay, so form recognizer is the best suitable answer. So this is absolutely correct. Next is you have a file share that contains 5,000 images of scanned invoices. You need to analyze the images. The solution must extract the following data: invoice item, sales item, customer details. What should you use? Okay, first is custom vision. So yes, custom vision can do that, but it is primarily used for image classification and object detection tasks, not for extracting these structured data. Okay, so this is we already know what data we have to extract. So this is kind of a structured data. So to extract these especially, custom vision won't be a suitable service. Okay, but if we don't find any suitable service below, then we are going to we can choose utilize the custom vision as well. Okay, next is Azure AI computer vision. So like Azure computer vision also can accept text and analyze images, but it is not specifically designed this detailed and structured information, just like invoiced items or sales amount or customer details. As we already discussed, document intelligence is specifically designed to extract this structured data from the documents. Okay. And I can see like there is an option Azure AI document intelligence. And what is about this immersive reader? So immersive reader is basically for to help those people who have like learning difficulties, like dyslexic people. It basically helps the overall reading and comprehension of the text, but it is not suitable to like extract from structured data information from the documents or these images. Okay, so basically document intelligence is going to be my answer. So let's check it. So yes, this is absolutely correct. And just like go through this information as well. Like Azure Cognitive Search is now Azure AI Search, Cognitive Vision is now AI Vision, and Computer Vision is AI Computer Vision. Form Recognizer I already told, it is now Azure AI Card Document Intelligence. So like Azure keep changing its name, so make sure you be familiar with it. Okay. Next is the case study question. We have already done this case study, so I'm not going to discuss the case study again. But there is a like question which is remaining from this part. So basically, you are creating this chatbot. Remember, we have a chatbot which we have to answer like all the FAQs. Here is the requirement, and basically, you have to create the question and answers, and we have to manage it. This was the answer, and also like it should only give when the confidence score is 70% above, and if it is low, then it should provide other options. Okay, so this was the like overall requirement. You already create the following components: Q&A maker resource and the chatbot by using Azure Bot Framework SDK. By the way, Azure Bot Framework SDK has been out of syllabus, so I guess this there will be less chance of coming this question. But just to get familiar, because anything can happen in the exam. But like probably from the like few months last, like I guess 6-7 months, the Azure Bot framework has been removed from the examination. So like this question probably won't come, but it can come in another term because it is more related to Q&A maker. Okay. So like or the knowledge based systems, how these should work. Okay. So you need to integrate the component to meet the chatbot requirements. We already know what are the chatbot requirements we just discussed. Which property should you use? Okay. So first is Q&A maker options dot strict filter. So this property is used to apply strict filtering on the results which are returned from the Q&A maker, but it does not going to help you to meet the chatbot requirement because here we want to just make sure the response confidence score is low than 70%, then it should provide the other option. Because like Q&A maker resource has already been made, our chatbot is already in the place. So we just wanted to like when it get the result, we should make sure that if it should be above the 70%. Okay. So this is not going to be my option. So second option is Q&A maker dialog response dot card no match text. So this is used to like set the message what should be displayed when there is no match like your chatbot has found. But here we are to do like if we found the match, but its confidence score is low. So we have to deal with that thing, not like if we don't find anything. Okay. Next is Q&A maker options dot ranker type. So ranker type ranks the answer, but it does not like basically gives the control over the confidence threshold. Okay, which we are looking for. We want to just do the actions based on the what confidence score we got, and which will be given by this score threshold. So this is going to be my answer. So like if my threshold is greater than 70, then it will be directly gone, and if it is low than 70, then we have to give other options. Okay, so this is absolutely correct. And we already checked like we have to focus on these two keywords, like it should be greater or equal than 70% our confidence score, and whenever it is low, it should provide other results. So it should based on this threshold, we will produce different outcomes. Okay, next is you have a factory that produces food products. You need to build a monitoring solution for the staff compliances with personal protective equipment, that is PPE. The solution must meet the following requirements. Identify staff who has removed the mask or safety glass. Okay, if anyone is working in your factory, if anybody has removed it, then we should identify it, perform a compliance check every 15 minutes, minimize development effort. So that means no customization we want, and minimize cost. Which service should you use? Okay. So first is face. So face is the perfect service, especially for these kind of scenarios. Especially if you have to do anything related to face, just like if anybody has put mask or glasses or any kind of face expression, like you have to detect anything related to your face attributes. Face is the perfect service you can utilize. So face is definitely going to answer, and it also like minimize my development effort. Okay, so this is like the perfect service for me. Next is computer vision. So computer vision, we already talked about it, what it does. We are not going to waste time on it. Azure Video Analyzer for Media Video Indexer, we already talked about this. So Waze is going to be my answer. So let's select it. Yes, so face is absolutely correct, and we already see, as I already told, like for the face mask, glasses, or where is the face location in image. For all these purposes, and okay, who hasn't put the mask, we can find out easily, and no machine learning expertise required for this as well, which reduces our development effort. And also it can do multiple tasks, which I mentioned here, like it can detect the faces, it can find similar faces. Okay, most people got confused with verification and identification. So verification is one-to-one face match. Okay, suppose you have two photos and you have to find out it is the same person or not. Okay, and identification is one-to-many face match. Suppose you have a criminal photo and you want to search it on airport through your camera. So how you are going to search it? Using this face and AI, this face API service will automatically detect it and match it all the persons in the crowd, and whenever it is found it will like inform you, okay, that there is a match. Okay, it can also group faces based on the similarity, just like we see in our Google Photos or Apple Photos. We can see like all the person's photo are clubbed together whenever you upload into these cloud services. So these are done using this group faces services. Okay, and it can return the face attributes. It's just like we already discussed, like it has, they have put the PPE kit or glasses or any headwear, helmet also, what is the head position, and anything related to face they can easily find out using this face API service. And also it can display the content based on the age group of the audience in it. So it can find the age of the person who is watching. Suppose I am watching any video, so like these services using this face API service, they can detect using your camera, okay, you are somewhat belonging to 20 to 30 age. So you specific to that particular age group ad, you the ads will be shown to you. Also in the digital billboards also, there are some camera puts out, okay, now like mostly old age people are looking to our ad, so they will display that kind of ad. And if younger generation is looking to that billboard, then they are going to show that kind of it. So this is how like this face API service can be utilized into multiple ways. Okay. Next is, you have 100 chatbots that has its own language understanding model. Frequently, you must add the same phrases to each model. Okay. You need to programmatically update the language understanding models to include the new phrases. Okay. So we want to update the programmatically. I guess there is the like code is given. How should you complete the blank one of the code? Okay, so there is a blank one and blank two is there. So how you can include all those phrases to each model. So let's discuss all of the option and see which will come into our blank one. So first is add phrase list async. So this method is used to add a phrase list features to our Lewis model. Okay, and this is appropriate for updating model with new progress programmatically, which is also required in our scenario. So this is the perfect method which will be suitable for our condition, because here we want to add all these different phrases to each model, and it is the correct method which we are looking for. Next is phrase list. So phrase list is not even a method. Okay, and we are looking for a method. Whether phrase list is like a concept or object related to phrase list. It cannot be directly used to complete the code in the like given context. Next is phrase list create object. Okay. So this is like this is not a method, but it can be utilized as a constructor or as an object type. But it is definitely not a method which can be used to add a phrase list to the Lewis model. Okay. So phrases. So phrases, we actually use it to refer to the actual phrases which you want to add model. Just like here we are doing item 1, item 2, item 3. So here we are utilizing phrases where we are referring to the actual phrases. Okay. So it's a property, not a method. Okay, so it's a property within the phrase list object. So it cannot be utilized for the blank. Next is save phrase list async. Okay, so there is actually no method like a save phrase list async. This is absolutely wrong. Just like to distract you, there is no method like this to add the phrases into your list. Next is upload phrase list async. It is not a standard method for adding phrase list to your Lewis model. So this is also correct. So add phrase list async is the correct answer. This is more like a theoretical question, but you have to remember it that add phrase list async is the correct method to add phrase list to your Lewis model. Okay. So let's check it. So this is absolutely correct. For the blank 2, we are looking for an object, and we already discussed in the previous question, out of these this phrase list create object is the constructor or can be utilized an object. So this is going to be my answer, and we will write a new phrase list create object, and phrases will come under it, and it will list all the phrases which you want to include. So this is also correct. Next is you have a collection of press releases stored as PDF. You need to extract text from the file. Which service should you use for each task? Okay. So you need to extract text from the file, and we have already seen from the previous question what service you need to utilize to extract text from the file. Is it Azure AI Search, AI Vision, AI Document Intelligence? It is a clear-cut question. So I'm going to select it Azure AI Document Intelligence. It is specifically used for this purpose. So this is absolutely correct. And here you can read the information about other option as well. Like AI search is used to create searching experience over large data set, and vision is to analyze visual content and images in video, not for this specific purpose. But if only these two options here is given, not document intelligence, then you can select the AI vision as well. Okay, because this can also do, but it will require modified. Okay, so you always have to choose the best option in exam. You have a collection of press release, same question. You need to perform sentiment analysis on the, okay, so now you have the extracted text. You have to do the sentiment analysis on, okay, which service should you use? Okay, so out of Azure Cognitive Search. So what Azure Cognitive Search will do, it is used to for the search capabilities, as we discussed in the previous question. Now it is named as Azure AI Search. So they are the same thing. So this is not utilized for my purpose to perform the sentiment analysis. Next is computer vision. We already talked about it, to analyze visual content. Document intelligence. It is used to extract text and especially the structured data from the documents, not to perform the sentiment analysis. And language service. Yes, this can be utilized to process the do the natural language processing tasks such as sentiment analysis. We have already talked about it. So this is absolutely correct answer. So let's see it. So yeah, this is absolutely correct. Next is a code type of question. You have an app named App1 that uses Azure AI Document Intelligence. This is a very latest question to analyze medical records and provide pharmaceutical dosage recommendation for patient. Okay. You send a request to App1 and receive the following response. Okay, means you already utilize the document intelligence and you get the below code as a response from the document intelligence. Okay, so this is a very important question, and you should put utmost focus on this question to understand. We are going to discuss each term of this code, so you will get an overall understanding of this document intelligence. Because I recently talked to students who recently passed this AI 1802, and they told me many document intelligence questions are seen in the exam, so we have to put more focus on. So let's discuss. So its status is succeeded, which means your document analysis operation is successful, because we have already utilized the document intelligence. So it is successful. Next is date timestamp. So it representing when operation has been initialized. Next is last updated date time. It represent when your operation was last updated, which indicate how quickly it performed the analysis. As you can see, in just a second, it has done the whole operation. Next is API version, which indicate the version of document intelligence API, which you utilize for the analysis purpose. Next is model ID. So pre-built health insurance card ID. So they have utilized the pre-built model for the analysis purposes, and they use the health insurance card model for it. But I don't know why he utilized a health card model, because it may seems like they are related, but here we want to analyze the medical records. And health card does not do that. It just extract the information from the health card. So let me just show you what it does. So as you can see, this is a document processing models page. And currently in our question, they are utilizing this pre-built health insurance card model. There are other models as well, like read model, layout model, general document model, which is moved to this layout model recently. Then there is a bank check, bank statement. So you have to remember all these names. Okay, this can come in exam, and these are seen in the exam actually. Okay, this bank check, bank statement, pay stub, contract, health insurance, ID document, invoice, receipt, tax models, and then mortgage models, marriage certificate, credit card, business card, custom models, and like different models you just can see here. Okay, so these are all the important models. But like to just what you need to remember for the exam purposes is this part, like the read models. It is basically used to extract lines, word, and their location, just like you can see in this example. It will be better for your understanding. So there is a document, and it extract the text and just provide all this information. Next is layout analysis. So these models, what it does, it just like this is a document, it extract, okay, what is the title head, then there is a paragraph, then there is another title, paragraph, section heading. So it will extract the layout format. Okay, next is health insurance. So you can see there is an health insurance given here, and it will perform the OCR, that is optical character recognize capability, and it will extract information just like you can see here. So it can find out what is the amount of the insurance and what is the ID number, group number, and ensure who is the insurer and who is the member. So this way it can find out. Next is the text document models. So they can be utilized to extract information from the text documents. It can be seen very clearly. So they can, there are different models in this text document type. So they can extract different things, like it can extract the taxable compensation system, WT, 1040. You don't need to remember it. Just read once. Okay, what type of 1040 can do the mortgage interest details, and it can also 1098 it can also extract the mortgage detail. It is just the update version. And 1099 it can extract the income received from sources other than income. Okay, here is the example given, like from the text document, just like here in India we have form 16. So it can find out, okay, what are the details here and how you are going to fill the text, and it can find the exact information from these documents. Next is mortgage documents. So it can also extract the different information. So what kind of loan it is, who is the borrower, what are the property details, and there is a summary document model. Then there is a closing disclosure model, so which can also find out. Then there is a marriage certificate model. So you might be wondering what in the mortgage document marriage certificate model is doing. So it basically to extract marriage information from the, for if any couple is applying for the joint loan application. Okay. Then there is a text model inside it, which we also can utilize for the mortgage purpose to extract the taxable compensation for this verification purpose. Okay. So like even like there are different models like marriage model and text model, but it can be utilized for the mortgage purposes as well. Next is the contract model. So you can all see different examples here, and what basically it extract. It can extract jurisdiction, parties, effective date, execution date, and different titles, because these fields can come up. Okay, what kind of fields it basically is going to accept. Basically these question can be done from the common sense as well. If you keep your mind open and you are very good in the general knowledge, then these questions can be done easily as well. And then there is a invoice model, which can basically extract all the information in the invoice, like amount due, a billing address, receipt, and customer address, customer ID, and all these. Then there is a receipt model, which can basically scan and extract the information from the receipts, like name, what is the quantity, total price. Okay, so there is a slight difference between invoice and receipts. Just like if you find this billing address and customer address and all these details, then it is a proper formatted invoice. And if it is not there, only just items are there, then it is a kind of a receipt. Okay, it is a like common general information you can do these questions. Next is ID models. It is to extract information from the IDs, Then there is a marriage certificate model. We already talked about it, credit card models, and then custom models, which can be utilized for the different purposes and customize it according to our need. Okay. So let's come to our question. So yeah, it is utilizing health insurance card model, and we have already seen here like health insurance. Where is it? Yeah, it is basically extracting the information. If you see here, it is just extracting information from the health card. It does not contain any information about your medical records or what doses you it should be recommended to the patient. Okay, so I don't think they have utilized the correct model, but they have already done this task, so we have to deal with it. Okay. Next is string index type, which is basically representing how string position are indexed within the documents using this UTF-16 coordinates. Okay. Next is what is the content, that is blood pressure 118 by 72. So this is the full text content that was recognized from the document. Okay. So what it has recognized, blood pressure 117. So it has done extract this text from the document. And next is pages array, which contains all the details about the individual pages, which are analyzed by using this document intelligence in your document. And it contains the word array, which contains all the information about the words which are detected on the page. So first is blood. So then there will be a polygon, which basically represent the coordinates where in that particular image where that blood is written. So it will put a bounding box on it, and how our model is confident about it. It gives a confident score. And span is used to represent the position of the word in the text. Okay, so this is text. So what is the position? It is currently like omitted in our code. Then there is another content pressure where it is like its position. It is given here. What is the confidence score? Next is the like number 118 by 172, and same for it. Next is documents array. So this array contains information about the document's structure and the type. Okay, so it has identified its document as a health insurance card document because we have utilizing it the health insurance model to recognize it, and it has recognized it, and it's give the bounding region. Okay, from where to where it has recognized it, and what fields it is able to extract it. So there are no fields. Okay, because this is not a health insurance card and we are utilizing the wrong model. So it is not able to find out anything from it. And our model is 100% confident about. So our question is, which of the below statements are correct? Okay, so statement one is the chosen model is suitable for the intended use case. Okay, so our use case is to basically we want to analyze the medical records and provide the pharmaceutical doses recommendation. So like, did we choose the correct model for it? So this is absolutely not correct. We have to, I guess we have to utilize, because there is no such models like for this purpose. So we have to utilize the custom models here, not the like pre-built models, just like we have utilized the pre-built health insurance card model. So this is absolutely wrong. So this is not going to be correct. Next is the text content was recognized with greater than 70%. So here it is our text content here, blood pressure 118 by 70. Each is recognized way more than 70%. So this is absolutely correct. So statement 2 is correct. Next is statement 3. The form elements were recognized with greater than 70% confidence. So where is our form element? So you can see all the form elements here. So which is none, because it is not able to extract anything from it because we haven't put the correct model here. Like even though like if you see the question, there is no confidence score below than 70. But still this statement is wrong because they are not able to identify any form elements. So there is no form elements here. So this is not going to be wrong. So only statement 2 is correct. So let's check it. So this is absolutely correct. Next is, you are designing a content management system. You need to ensure that the reading experience is optimized for users who have reduced comprehension and learning difference such as dyslexia. We have already talked about it just now. The solution must minimize the development effort. That means no customization. Which Azure service you include in the solution? Okay. So which service will be helpful for us? Azure AI Immersive Reader, we have already talked about it. So let me just give you a brief about AI Immersive Reader because many questions are also coming from this side as well. So Immersive Reader, as we already discussed in the question as well, it is helping to enhance your learning experience and reading experience, as you can see. So as you can see, there is a difference between each character, and then there is a difference between two words. So dyslexic people who has found difficult to read, they can read it very clearly. Okay. It also display picture for the common word, just like you can see here tools, they represented a picture. Okay, this is representing tools. It can also highlight the parts of a speech, just like it is a noun, it's an adjective, it's a verb, so it can do that as well. It can read your content, and just like converting your text into speech, it will translate your content into real time. Means if you want to understand into different language, then it can also convert into it. It will also split your word into syllables, means like how you are going to speak it. Just learning tools immersive, so like it will speak like this, so you will know how to pronounce it. Okay, so this is how immersive reader will help us in real world. So yes, immersive reader is going to be my answer. And we already talked about the other option. Translator is to translate text between languages. Document intelligence to extract structured information from the documents. And AI language is to do the natural language processing task, just like we have talked about sentiment analysis. Okay. So AI immersive reader is the perfect answer. So yes, this is absolutely correct. So next is question for you guys. Just pause the video and read the question carefully and let me know the answer with the exact explanation for it. Okay. So I hope you like this video. Make sure to subscribe the channel and share with your friends and colleagues. See you guys in the next video. Bye.